My name is Shannon Pawl. I'm the owner of Restore Fitness Nutrition, and I'm so excited that Lupus LA has asked me to come back again today to take y'all through another Lupus-friendly workout. For those of you who are joining us for the first time today, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm really looking forward to taking you through some of these movements. For those of you who are returning today, welcome back. I'm so glad you're here again, and I hope that today's workout proves to be a great experience for you. So let's talk for a moment, and while we're doing that, I want you just to understand what I want you to have available today, if possible. I'd love you to have some sort of soft surface you can work on. We are going to be on the floor here and there, so a mat is great. If you don't have a mat, a towel works, carpeted floor works as well. Whatever you can do to make getting on the floor a little more comfortable. Second of all, something for stability. A chair, ottoman, bench, a countertop works, a wall can work, whatever you need, whatever you have available, we can make it work for you. If you do have some bands or some dumbbells, and you do want to make the workout a little more challenging, if you're feeling up for it, it'd be great for you to have those available. If you don't have those, it's not a problem at all. You don't need them. It's just an option. Finally, most importantly, water. I want to make sure that you're staying hydrated throughout the workout. Hydration is so important when it comes to staying healthy. It helps remove toxins from your blood, helps with digestion, helps keep your joints lubricated, helps keep your muscles supple. And in general, obviously, when you work out, you tend to lose more water. Warm weather, lose more water. Weather's pretty nice today, but it has been hot. So make sure you're drinking water. I'm going to remind you throughout the workout to be drinking as well. I'll keep talking for a few, but let's start moving our bodies. It's getting warm a little bit. It's important to warm your body up. So let's do some side steps, left and right. Just start working through, getting our heart rate up a little bit, get our muscles warm. So for those of you who've been here before, you know my backstory a little bit. For those of you who are new, fill you in. I myself am a lupus patient. I was diagnosed in October of last year. Tends to come after my joints a lot, which I know is common for all of us. I do have those super tired days. I just don't feel well. So I understand some days are better than others. And if you're having a tough day today, totally get it. I'm glad you showed up. You're feeling great today. Awesome, let's go. But I just want you to remember that throughout this entire workout, let's go ahead and let's do arm crosses, that you're in charge at all times, and listen to your body. If something isn't feeling quite right, don't do it. Or if you want to throw a comment down on the Facebook Live here, I will be checking throughout the workout. I can provide modifications or additional information if you have questions or need any help. I'm more than happy to help out with that. And let's go ahead and do it. So let's do forward. So, like I said, I'm a lupus patient too, and I feel like one of the most important things I can do, despite having this occasional limitation, is I believe really and truly movement is medicine, and that by just staying sedentary kind of tends to make things worse for me. I find that workouts are really helpful. I'll go ahead and pump this. Mentally and physically, I feel better mentally if I get my workout in. Physically, I do feel better for having that kind of endorphin and the serotonin release all feels good. But like I said, some days are better than others. And so you need to be sure to move, but move within your comfort zone. And let's talk about what's going to happen next. So today we're going to do a little bit different format than we've done in the past. We're going to do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, as we've done before. But rather than having 2 sections of 3 movements, we're going to have 6 movements in a row. I'm going to show you everything. I will do them all with you, and I'll talk to you about any modifications as we're going. So let's chat about our first one. I want you to go ahead and start with, so that we're all working together. And we're going to start with what's called a Sumo Squat. So that means your toes are going to be turned out more than a normal squat. You're going to be standing with your chest up, your shoulders back, and you're going to be sitting back in your heels and getting low. If you can get low with this, that's great. If you can only get to here, that's also fine. Clock has already started, so let's all keep moving. Making sure you have your knees tracking out over your toes. You're keeping your chest up, your weight in your heels. If that's too difficult for you, go ahead and have a chair close by. You're doing the same thing. Chest is up, shoulders back. You're sitting back to that chair and stand. Good. We have 15 more seconds, and then we're going to go on to our next movement. Squat and stand, working our quads, working our glutes. And again, if anything isn't feeling right, go ahead. Don't do it. We're asking for a modification. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and take a break. We have 20 seconds off. Catch your breath. Grab some water if you need to. And we're going to go into a movement that's called a plank with a leg lift. So, we're going to be, there are different forms of plank, elbows, toes, even incline using the chair. I'm going to show you this first part on the ground, but again, chair is an option too. We're going to go in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to go on my hands and my toes. I'm going to lift my legs one at a time. Keeping our core nice and tight, using your glutes and your hamstrings, back to your legs, to lift. If that lift is bothering you, just go ahead and stay into a regular plank. You have 25 seconds. If that plank is too hard, I encourage you to use a chair or a bench or a counter to hold the plank like this, or you can go ahead and do those lifts. We have 10 more seconds. Good. Nice and tight. Belly button, spine. 3, 2. Take a break. 20 seconds off. Our third movement is going to involve being on the ground. So hopefully you got a hold of that mat before this all started. And it's going to focus on your core. This core is so much. And your lower abs. So what I like to do to keep my lower back comfortable, I take my hands and put them under my hips, kind of help me gently. What you're going to do, alternate breathing, you're moving up. So you're keeping your core tight, thinking about going down towards your spine. Good, keep working. Bringing your knees slowly up to your chest. If that's too much, just make the movement smaller. If you want something a little more difficult, you can go with straight legs. But again, listen to your body. Go with whatever is feeling right for you today. Good. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. 5, 3, 2, and time. Good. Go ahead. Come on up. We have a 20-second break. First opportunity to grab some water. And we're going to do pulse lunges. Now, those can be a little tricky, but with the help of something for balance, it makes it a lot easier. So, we're going to do 20 seconds per side, but that's a total of 40 seconds. Start with our left leg forward. Hold on to something if you need a little bit of support. In this case, I'm going to come this direction so you can see my knee over my ankle. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Chest is up. My shoulders are back. You can see I have a 90-degree angle in my knee. I'm making sure that my knee is directly over my ankle so that I don't put any additional pressure on my knee. 10 more seconds here. If it's too much, you can go ahead and come a little bit higher. Always a way to move. You gotta know how to modify. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now we're going to switch again. Making sure the knee is directly over the ankle. Let's go. Keeping that 90-degree angle. Keeping that core tight always. Good. 15 more seconds. Again, if it's too much, just go a little higher. You're focusing on this muscle right here, standing glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Perfect. Take a break. Relax for a moment. The fifth movement we're going to do is going to involve your biceps. So if you do have dumbbells, this is where they're going to come in handy. If you don't, again, no problem whatsoever. I'm going to demonstrate the movement first with the dumbbells and then without. So all you're going to do is you're going to curl to make sure you squeeze your bicep at the top. Let's go ahead and start our time. Curl up. Make sure you get a good squeeze at the top. And then slowly come down. Good. All the way up. And squeeze. And down. Now, without the dumbbells, nothing changes. Come all the way up. Squeeze. And down. All the way up. Squeeze. And down. Good. 10 more seconds. Really important here you focus on having a little soft bend in your knees, keeping your core nice and tight, always protecting that lower back. 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. You're on to our 6th and final movement. This is going to be called a mountain plank. So again, this is kind of like that plank we did in the beginning, where we had options to go on our elbows, on our hands. Use a chair, kind of depending on how you're feeling today. Chair is the easiest modification, or a wall. Hands are the next. Hardest one's going to be on your elbows. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go on a plank. I'm going to pull my knees up toward my elbows. Slow and controlled. Keeping that plank. Right. Just working the core, shoulders, chest. Everything's working together. Again. 15 more seconds. If that's too much, go ahead and find an incline of some sort. And do what works best for you. Good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and time. Round 1 is done. It wasn't so bad. Grab some water. Let me see if I have any questions over here to address for anybody. Looks like so far we're good. So please don't be shy. Please reach out. And we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a chance for our heart rate to come down before we move into round 2. And one thing to really remember while we're doing these workouts is I want you to focus on quality and form over any sort of speed. I would rather have the moves be slow and deliberate and controlled, which is going to help keep everything safer in your body. It also makes for a more effective workout. If you're rushing through your reps, it really isn't any good for you to get a proper workout in. You're much better off slowing things down and really working on that form and technique. Speaking of, let's go for round 2. All right, so we're going right back to those sumo squats. So for 40 seconds, we're going to have our toes out, our chest is up, our shoulders back. We're sitting back, and I'm going to turn to the side so you can kind of see from the side here. 3, 2, 1. I get low, and I stand. Arms out for counterbalance does help quite a bit. So that will help you keep your weight back in your heels. Weight in your heels is key to help keep your knees safe, but also makes for the movement to actually be more efficient. You're able to activate more strong muscles by having your weight in your heels. You actually activate your glute muscles, being the strongest ones for the movement. Good. We have 15 seconds, steady. Again, if it's too much, don't go as low. Do what works for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. 20 seconds off. Grab some water if you want. Our next movement is going to be that plank with a leg lift. So I'm going to go back to the floor again on my hands. You guys may notice I'm on my fists. My wrists are both not good with lupus and some other things going on. So I go on my fists. You do not have to do that. Hands are fine. Again, elbows, chair, any option is great. I'm going to go here. Nice high plank in 3, 2, 1. And like I said, slow and controlled. Much better option than rushing through and getting junky reps, risking any sort of injury. Good. 25 seconds. Think about keeping that core nice and tight. Locking those arms in. If you want the extra challenge, go with my elbows. Here. Again, if that's too much, you know the drill. So go to the chair, ottoman, any kind of incline, 10 seconds. Lift, squeeze. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. 20 seconds off. And we're going to go into our supine marching. Supine just is another name for being on your back. So you lay on your back. And again, those hands at the small of your back really, really help to keep your spine imprinted into the ground, which prevents any strain. And the last thing you need to do is strain anything. So you're on your back, hands under your hips. Really think about driving your belly button down toward the ground, and we march. 40 seconds of work. Here we go. Good. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. And then I see my clients hold their breath when they're doing these workouts, especially core things. You need to keep breathing the whole time. In through your nose, out through your mouth if you can. Good. 75 seconds. Halfway there. Again, if you want a little challenge, straighten those legs out at the top and squeeze. If that's too much, stick with a smaller movement of the knees. Just keep thinking about having your abs tight and pushing your belly button down toward the ground in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Come on up. Be sure to get up slowly so you don't get a head rush or anything else. It's really important. There's no rush. You have plenty of time between sets. Grab some water. And we're going to move on to those pulse lunges again. So, again, having balance item is key. Making sure you stay safe. Again, if you do want to try to make it a little harder, grab your dumbbells. Grab one dumbbell, grab two dumbbells. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to turn this way so you can see I have a nice 90-degree angle. Knee directly up my ankle. My chest is up and not hunching forward. That's not good for your back. That's good for your breathing. Good. We're 10 seconds here, then we're going to switch. Good. That's too much. Higher. 4, 3, 2, and switch. No dumbbells. With stability. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Good. I have my fingers resting here lightly in case my balance goes off. So I'm going to hold without the chair. I have that option. Just in case, it's always here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Those are getting to my legs. Take a break again. We have 2 more movements in this round before we get a bigger break. Just a reminder, it's going to be your biceps curls and your mountain climbers. If you have a band, I'll show you how to use that. Again, don't need it, not necessary. So long as you really think about when you get to the top of this curl, contracting your biceps, giving them a squeeze, that isometric hold can at least partially mimic having a weight. But because I have bands here, figure as well. Let's try it. So I'm going to stand on these bands. I have soft knees, tight core. I'm standing up tall. 3, 2, 1. Go all the way up. Squeeze and down. Good. All the way up. Squeeze and down. If you're feeling it all in your lower back, one thing that you can do is think about as if you had a tail and you were trying to tuck it under to kind of put a little bit more core engagement here. That will help support that lower back and make sure that you have extra pressure. You really want to make sure that we're protecting the back at all times. We have 10 seconds. Squeeze the top. Again, if you have no band, doesn't matter. Squeeze and down. Squeeze, isometric hold, and down. Last one. Squeeze and down. All right, we have 1 movement remaining in this rotation before we get a break. We'll go on to our final step. It is those mountain climbers. Once again, options: ground, elbows, hands, fists, chair. I'm going to start with the chair. I'll make my way down. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Start with up, up. Good. Moving the comfortable for you. If this bothers your hips, even small movements are fine. If this bothers you at all, just hold that plank. Absolutely fine. Whatever option you want to take today is up to you and your body. Good. Once again, on the floor, here. Right. Up. Good. 15 seconds. Good. In 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, time. Round 2. Already in the books. Water break seems appropriate right about now. And we have one more round remaining. It's only 6 minutes of work. I'm really proud of you for putting in work so far. 2/3 of the way through. Let's finish strong with this final round. So in about 15 seconds, we're going to start one last round. Again, taking it from the top. Sumo squats, plank with your leg lift, supine marching, pulse lunge, biceps contractions, and mountain climbers. All right, why don't we get there? In 3, 2, 1. Chest up, shoulders back, sitting back in those heels, making sure your knees are tracking out over your toes. I find that sumo squats are a lot easier to get a little bit lower because of the alignment of your hips. Easier than a traditional squat. I also find it a little easier on your lower back. Which is always a bonus. Again, if you have a chair and you feel more comfortable this way, go ahead and sit down. Same thing, chest is up, shoulders are back, my toes are still turned out. I'm standing tall, sitting back to my chair. Standing tall, sitting back to my chair. 20 seconds. It's really important also when you're doing workouts that you incorporate what are called functional movements. Movements you do in everyday life. Take a break, 20 seconds off. Things that you would have to do normally. Squats are like getting out of a chair. Burpees are like getting up off the ground if you've fallen down, or getting up after playing with your kids. So functional movements really are a great way to work out. And making sure you incorporate that type of movement into your workouts is crucial. All right, our 20 seconds are already up. Those breaks are going really fast. And we're into that plank with a leg lift. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lift. Good. Lift. If you're feeling really good, lift a little higher. If you're not, a little lower. Or, as I said, not at all. You're in charge. Whatever's working for you today, that's what we're going to go with. 15 more seconds. In 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Yeah, it's weird. Like some days I feel great. I know you can totally relate to this. Some days you wonder what's taking over your body and you realize what's going on, but I'm still learning how to discern like what exactly is happening sometimes. So it's a little bit of a reality check for those days that are not working for me. But like I said, even if I'm not feeling great, I try to move my body somehow. All right, hands under your hips. We have supine marching. Make sure that you keep your spine imprinted in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Abs tight. Slow and controlled movements. Controlling your legs in both directions always. There's no need to come up and then drop. It's better to engage the muscles in both directions, whether they're contracting or not. Right there. Keep working, keep breathing. Don't forget that part. 15 seconds. If you want to go straight leg, that's great. There's a little extra hamstring stretch in there as well. Good. 10. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, time. Here we go. Again, get up slowly. Make sure you're not moving too fast. We are down to 3 movements in this workout. Let's hydrate for those last 3 movements. Make sure we're doing good things to take care of our body at all times. Those pulse lunges are next, so I'm going to position my chair in a way that will help me if I need it. Line ourselves up nicely. Like I said, form over any sort of speed here. Knee directly over the ankle. Chest up, shoulders back. Here we go. 20 seconds to work. Good. Just think about vertical movement, keeping your shoulders stacked over your hips. Core tight. Good. We're over halfway on this one already. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switching sides. Here we go. Last set of pulse lunges. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds to work. Again, my hips are directly under my shoulders. My core's tight. I have my hand here if I need it. Good. 10 seconds remaining. Almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. 2 movements left. We're back on those biceps. Remember, you do not need equipment for this movement. You can certainly just focus on that isometric squeeze at the top. Get a little extra pressure in there. And then bring it on down. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squeeze up and down. Nice. Up, squeeze, and down. If you want to grab your dumbbells or your band, be my guest. If you don't, more than fine. Squeeze up. Good. Halfway there. Again, soft knees. We don't want to lock our knees out like this. We want to keep our core tight. Focus on really good, strong, quality movements. 10 seconds. In 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, time. 20 seconds off. 40 more seconds of work, excuse me. And then you're done for the day. I'm going to get my chair ready, because those mountain climbers proved to be too much. About 10 more seconds. 40 seconds of work remain between the end of this workout for you. Okay? So let's go in that high plank. Over your elbows, whatever's best. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last 40 seconds of work. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Stay with me. If you're having a bad day, I'm really sorry. Hopefully this can help you feel a little better. If you're having a good day, I love it. And I hope it makes it even better. Good. You're halfway. 20 seconds left. Keep working. Keep breathing. Good. 15. Good. And last 10. 9. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We are done. And I'm really, really, really proud of you for taking the time out to do this workout. I know sometimes it's hard to carve out time for yourself. We're busy. We have a lot going on, even though we're in quarantine still. Somehow these days get really busy. I don't know about you. But taking that time out for yourself to move, like I said, it's good for you physically, and sometimes it's even better for you mentally. So please, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, make sure that you are staying safe, and again, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I think my Instagram and everything will be posted for you. Feel free to send me a message if you have any questions or want any further information. I'm here to help. So take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day.